we're going to look at Suarez now, Liam, and I'm just wondering what sort of reception he's going to get at Anfield tonight. He had 3 seasons there. John Aldrige wasn't impressed with him last week. He called him a rat.
Wow, well, I think that was a little bit out of order from John, because when he was playing for Liverpool, he was much the same player he is for Barcelona, and they weren't complaining then because he was banging in goals left, right and centre. The guy is a great centre-forward. His movement is brilliant. He's always threatening behind defenders. They can't always see him when he runs. He sometimes drifts from offside positions back into onside positions. He's very, very difficult to mark, and his pace over 5 yards is frightening, as we're going to show in the first goal that they scored against Liverpool last week. This is a great little header against Manchester United at the far post, and that was a big win for them at Old Trafford. I think he's, you know, I've said that the front three are probably the best front three there is in world football, with Messi leading them, but Suarez is different class as well, Dara. And this is the goal coming up, and they must practice this in training. I'm sure Suarez says, as soon as you get a chance, whip it into the near post, I'm going to be there. And Matip and Van Dijk just cannot live with the pace that he had over those 3 or 4 yards. And it wasn't an easy finish, but he put it away brilliantly. I think he's one of the world's best.
Damien?
Yeah, I totally agree. He's definitely lost a yard. You could aim the same at Messi, but listen, still unbelievable. And they were the difference last week. And, you know, I think, like I said, he's from ex-players this week, he's been slightly disrespected a bit. You know, he's at the new camp, 100,000 people. He scored against his ex-team. Go celebrate, go enjoy the goal.
I think there was some of the other stuff. The quotes I read were saying that, look, we don't have a problem with him celebrating in front of his own fans. It was some of the other stuff. Like there was a running feud with Robertson.
But he's always done that. He did that for Liverpool, and they loved him and adored him for that. So I said, just show him a bit of respect. It'd be intriguing to see what type of reception he gets tonight, him and Coutinho. But listen, the two of them were great players for Liverpool and made them an awful lot of money as well.
Yeah, Didi, he says, should he score tonight, he will not celebrate the goal.
I think he's one of them players. If you've got him in your team, or if your fans, they will love him. And it's a hate figure for the opposing fans, the way he plays. But as Liam rightly said, he didn't play any different at Liverpool. That was the way he played, not only his goals, but also the way he played. He always tried to, if he could get an advantage somewhere, he would do so. And if he had to go down maybe sometimes a bit easily, he would do so to gain an advantage for his team. That's what he does for Barcelona now, so I've got no problem whatsoever what he did in the first leg. And the other thing, I think sometimes it's disrespectful towards your own club if you don't celebrate when you score against your former club. So I think he's had every right to celebrate. It's a Champions League semi-final. He's got a chance to get to the final and go and maybe win another Champions League trophy. So, you know, I think the comments were out of order, and I don't know where they came from, because, yes, he's played for the team or for the club. Does that mean he can't play his usual game, or does he have to play any different only because he's played for Liverpool before? I couldn't understand the whole discussion, to be honest.
OK, for the moment, thanks.